Hey everyone, so nice to see you all. Recently I was cleaning my house and I came across this pen I've gotten as a gift, and I've gotten this a long time ago actually when I was still working at the bank. It says Bay Area region as a gift, and when I saw this, it brought back a lot of memories, and immediately at the same time a Bible verse came to mind. And no, not what you think, not Philippians 4:13, I can do all things, but instead it was Philippians chapter 3 verse 8. It says, I consider everything a loss because the surpassing worth of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord, for whose sake I have lost all things. I consider them garbage that I may gain Christ. See, here's the thing, the purpose of this pen is to signify how good you are. In a similar way, if you think about this, it's kind of like your all region thing, or for your band or orchestra, all region, except it's in the corporate world. Obviously, the purpose of this pen has changed over time. It is no longer meant to signify anything, or at least in my opinion, it is not, to me it's just a pen. To me, it's just a pen. Or, let me show you this. This is kind of cool. Or is it a tire pressure gauge? So supposedly you could put this on your tire pressure, where you put air in your tire, and then it pops out, and then it gives you all the markings on it. It pops out and lets you know your tire pressure. So is it really a pen, or is it a tire pressure gauge? What's the purpose of this? I don't know. It's interesting, right? So here's the thing. You might be frustrated today because you don't understand your purpose. You may not understand why you're doing what you're doing, or what's the reason behind it, or what's the point. Why bother? I'm not seeing the results. Why should I even try? I don't even know why I'm trying. Here's a quote. A famous quote by Dr. Miles Monroe. He said this: the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without a purpose. Let me say that again. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without a purpose. In other words, what he's saying here is this: the worst thing in life is not about dying or about death, but it is living without a reason, living without a hope, living without a purpose, or not understanding why. Here's a biblical truth. Your purpose isn't for you. Your purpose is God's purpose. Your purpose is God's purpose. Look at some Bible verses with me. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Pay attention. It says what? For I know the plans I have for you, not the plans you have for yourself. Okay? The plans God has for you. Look at the other verse, Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Again, pay attention at the end. Who have been called according to what? To his purpose, not your own purpose, to his purpose. Recently, you might have a lot of time at home to go online and to go on the internet. You might have noticed that whenever you go online, we see all these people. They have all the things we are looking for, and yet they're not even happy with all the things that we want, right? People who are popular, yet they are miserable because they are missing their purpose. They might be powerful, but yet they hate their own life. They have been prosperous or blessed with great wealth, and yet they are still incredibly dissatisfied. And because there is no purpose, as simple as that. Here's what we need to understand. We are created for heaven. We're created for heaven. So many of us are living for this world. We're searching in this world for something this world cannot provide. And that's why it is so important for us to understand our purpose. So what's my purpose? What's your purpose? Let me tell you one thing for sure. The greatest joy or the greatest thrill, it is when you are used by God to make a difference in someone else's life. Right? Did you hear that? The greatest joy or the greatest thrill, it is when we are used by God to make a difference in someone else's life. Your purpose is not to binge watch Netflix or Hulu. Your purpose is not to play video games all day. Your purpose is not whatever that may be, fill in the blanks. Instead, your purpose is to what? Is to serve God by serving others. Remember, Jesus came to serve and not to be served. Mark chapter 10, verse 45, for even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. So how are you going to serve God by serving others today or the weeks to come? I would love to hear from you. Leave your comments below. Subscribe to our channel to get updates and notifications for new videos. Have a great week, everyone. God bless you all. See you next time.